In the previous class, we have find out the potential energy of system of charges. In that, the electric field present is because of those charges only. But if external field is present and the charges are kept in that external field, then we'll find out the potential energy of charge. So, potential energy in an external field. So, first is potential energy of a single charge. Now consider there is a charge Q which is moved from infinity to a certain point in an external electric field E where the external potential is V. Then work done in bringing that charge from infinity to that point. We know that by the formula it will be work done is equal to charge into potential. Now this work done is stored as in the form of potential energy of charge Q. If R is the position vector of that point with respect to some origin, then U R is equal to Q into V. That simple formula we have already done. V is equal to, now the potential V is equal to U upon Q. So in this form we can define the potential, that is electric potential at a given point in an external field as the potential energy of a unit positive charge at that point. Okay, this is the simple formula, we have already done it. Now the second is potential energy of system of 2-point charges. Now consider that first charge Q1 is brought from infinity and kept at point P1, and then another charge Q2 is brought from infinity and kept at point P2 in an external field E. The displacement vector between two charges is R12. Okay, now to bring the first charge from infinity to point P1, that work done is equal to Q1 V1. Similarly, to bring the second charge from infinity to the point P2, the work done W2 is equal to Q2 into V2. Now since there are two charges in the system, so there will be interaction between two charges, and we have brought this first charge that Q1 first and then Q2. So there will be a electrostatic force between the two charges. So work done against this electrostatic force, that work done on Q2 against the force exerted by Q1, that is W3 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 upon R12. Now the total potential energy of the system is the total work done. So total work done is, first work done is Q1 V1, second is Q2 V2, and the third is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 upon R12. Okay, next is potential energy of a dipole placed in external electric field. Now consider this is the external electric field. This is the direction of external electric field and a dipole. This is the dipole. This dipole is kept in an external electric field. So when this dipole is kept in external electric field, then there is a force on these two charges. The force on plus Q charges plus QE in the direction of electric field, and the force on minus Q charge is minus QE in opposite direction to the electric field. Let the angle between the electric field and the dipole moment is theta. So this is the direction of dipole moment, that is from minus Q to plus Q. So that angle between dipole moment and electric field is theta. The length of dipole is 2a, so this perpendicular is 2a sine theta. Okay, now this is a description of the diagram. I have already explained it. Okay, now since there are two forces acting on the dipole, plus QE and minus QE, and these two forces forms a couple. So if there is a couple, so there will be a torque. So that torque, the torque acting on it will be, torque is equal to QE into 2a sine theta. We know that torque is force into displacement, that is perpendicular displacement. So here the perpendicular displacement or perpendicular distance is 2a sine theta. So torque is equal to QE into 2a sine theta, that is equal to 2QA E sine theta. Just reshuffling this equation, I write 2qa together and E sin theta. Now 2qa is the dipole moment, so Pe sin theta. So torque is equal to Pe sin theta. Now if dipole is rotated through a small angle d theta, let this dipole is rotated through a small angle d theta, then the work done, that small work done to rotate that dipole, dw is equal to tau d theta, that is equal to Pe sin theta d theta. Now consider that this dipole is oriented between the angle theta 1 and theta 2, or rotated from angle theta 1 to theta 2. Then the total work done will be the integration of this dw, that is equal to theta 1 to theta 2. These are the limits, initial angle to final angle, Pe sin theta d theta. Now Pe, solving this sin theta, because Pe is the constant, so the integration of sin theta will be minus cos theta, and the limit is theta 1 to theta 2. When substituting the upper limit minus lower limit, since there is a negative sign here, so it will become cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. So this work done is stored as potential energy of the dipole, that is equal to U is equal to Pe cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. Now if consider that initially the dipole is perpendicular to the field. So initially dipole is perpendicular to the field, that is theta 1 is equal to 90 degrees, and it is brought to some angle theta with the field. Then U is equal to minus U is equal to Pe cos 90 minus cos theta. Now cos 90 is 0, so Pe is 0 minus cos theta. So U is equal to minus Pe cos theta. Since there is a cos factor, so it is the that scalar product of P and E. Since both are the vector quantity, so this is the scalar product or dot product. Potential energy is the negative of dot product of dipole moment and electric field. Now there are some special cases. These are very important cases. First is position of stable equilibrium. So when theta equal to 0, okay, first of all, when we say that that something is in equilibrium, when it has less energy, when the energy is very less, then we can say that it is in equilibrium. So first is stable equilibrium. So first, when theta equal to 0 degrees, so U is equal to, we'll substitute the value of theta in this formula. So U is equal to minus Pe cos 0 degree. Now cos 0 degree is 1. So energy will be minus Pe, since there is a negative sign. So minus Pe, this is the minimum energy. So the potential energy of dipole is minimum when dipole moment is parallel to the field. Now the second case is position of 0 energy when theta is 90 degrees. Now substituting here theta equal to 90 degrees. So cos 90 is 0. So potential energy is 0. So that means the potential energy of dipole is 0 when it is held perpendicular to the external field. Third is potential energy, the position of unstable equilibrium when theta equal to 180 degrees. So U is equal to minus Pe cos 180 degrees. Minus 1, cos 180 is minus 1. So 1 minus comes from cos 180 and 1 minus is already present. So it will be plus Pe. So plus Pe is the maximum value of potential dipole moment, potential energy. So potential energy of dipole is maximum when its dipole moment is anti-parallel to the field.